feels really odd, in a successful year to get to round 10 and be getting your first overall. It's got to feel a little weird to you.
It's been a long time coming. Better late than never. I always point to those first motos, and I look back on this series so far on these 10 rounds, and where I wasn't riding well, I was getting bad starts, and I was leaving myself kind of helpless for Moto 2 for a chance at the overalls. I mean, I've been a few of the races, definitely the fastest guy in the race, and in Moto 2, and in Moto 1, it was like I was a different guy, so that's what changed today. 2 really good starts. Was able to have good energy for Moto 2. It was one of our first really hot ones. So I was pumped on how the body was the whole day that way, in recovery between the 2 motos. And just rode well, like it was a fitting track for me.
Well, talk about you got a couple to go. Yep. What are you looking to finish out as? And I know it's end of an era for you over at Cowie. Are you kind of looking beyond a little bit to think about riding new bikes and get started on that?
I'm looking forward to these next 2 races. I get another shot at Paula. I didn't have a good race at Paula this year. I mean, early on, right? Our first, whenever it was up round 1 or 2, and I should be able to ride Hangtown well. So to that, and then I just have the mentality, for the team side of things. Like I'm leaving everything on the track in that way, and not. My goal is to win the race, and that's it. There's nothing else to mess around with. So, looking forward to Paula and Hangtown.
Yeah, I know you don't want to leave anything on the table where you're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I was like, it really starts setting in. It's like I've won a lot of these overalls and races over the years, and I'm like, why haven't I got one yet? So it was nice to get one today.
What was the best moment for you out there? You had some Dyson going on.
Yeah, I kind of made passes everywhere. So for me, it was a track that you were able to move around on. They were between both motos. They were different tracks. It was fun racing for me, and I'm trying to think like the best moment. I don't know. Getting to the lead. Getting the lead was nice. That was the best moment, actually. I'm like, yes, there's some fresh air.
Well, I've seen you climb up on a lot of podiums, and man, you couldn't wait to get up on that one.
It's pretty funny. They had a big fat head sign out there too. So it's a good crowd today.
All right, Cody. Another good day, another good result.
Yeah. This was my best. I've always struggled here in the past, and to go 8-6 for 6 overall, it's pretty cool, honestly. I don't really know what to say. It's fun to do. I mean, battle with these guys and kind of just lay it down. I don't know. I don't know what's happening lately. I just been having a lot of fun on my dirt bike, and obviously there's expectation, but if you just let me have fun and let me do my thing, it'll come. And yeah, it's been pretty cool.
I know the team's been good for you this year and good situation. Listening to the announcers today, they're going, he's got to be getting interest from other teams also. Is there any of that going on, or you plan on staying where you're at? What's the deal there?
So I'm staying where I'm at. That's official. And honestly, I haven't got attention. I got attention from 2 other teams, but they weren't factory teams. And with all respect, I'm happy where I'm at with my program, and I can see us being better for next year. But as people are like, oh, he deserves a PC or Star or Husky or Gas, I haven't heard anything from those guys, and I get it. I mean, it's hard to make room on a team, and if their contracts are going through 2022, there's no room, honestly, and I think that's the easiest way to put it. And I think it's more 2023, but also I got to prove myself again. Obviously, you see people have breakout rides or breakout years, and some back it up and some don't. And I'm here to tell you I'm going to back it up, and if anything, we're going to be better. I'm just really happy with what I'm doing and where I'm at in life, and it's going to be crucial. I I'm honestly just excited to get back on the 250 for Supercross, and I'm going to be 250 full time, 250 Supercross and outdoors. So it'll be cool to switch it up next year, and yeah, it's game on.
I know some of the critics will kind of go, well, today there were a lot of guys missing, sick, injured, whatever, but you can only race the guys you can race.
Yeah, no, I knew that coming in. I mean, I saw people making comments already, like, oh, top 10, who's going to get it this time with all these guys out? I mean, I agree, but at the same time, you have to be in it to win it. And you can't really say too much if you're not on the gate, right? So, at the same time, I beat some guys today that I haven't beaten ever. So
just straight up.
Yeah, just straight up, and I was like, wow, like if I did it today, I know I can keep doing it. So yeah, just keep building, keep having fun, and just enjoy these last few rounds.
All right, Joey, whole shot today? That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's been a long time since we've done that. So honestly, I think the last time I've actually technically got the whole shot was Loretta's last year, first moto, which has been a long time, dude. That's a long time for me to go and not get a whole shot. So starts have been getting better. In the first 15 minutes or so was good. We stayed with that group in front of us, and just from there, man, hit a wall. Kind of energy was gone, and I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if I'm still having lingering effects from when I had the flu a couple weeks ago, but no excuses. I just didn't have it in me today. So first moto was decent. Second moto was not very good, and people say I'm a little bit too hard on myself, but that's just the bottom line. It wasn't good. We need to be way further up than when we were, and not to take anything away from the guys who are in front of me, but I know where I should be, and I know where I qualify, and where my speed is. So it's hard to stay positive sometimes, but I'm trying. All in all, speed was good today. Starts were better, and that's what I'm going to keep going with.
I know we're getting towards the end of the season. Silly season runs rampant. Have you got something solidified for next year? And no?
Nope, free agent as of right now.
What are we going to do about that?
Thought you were starting a team. No?
I know how to make a small fortune.
Thought it was a Vital MX team or Pulp MX. And not to plug anyone else, but he told me he might start a team, so maybe that's where I'll end up.
Okay, well, I'm going to be sitting on the couch watching, so.
We'll figure it out. It's just the results haven't been as good as I'd like, and obviously it's hard for people to come beating down your doors when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, that's the harsh reality is I need to do better to get a contract, and that's the harsh reality.
We keep seeing those flashes, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, dude. Like, I have the speed. I can go fast. It's just a matter of trying to put it all together, and it sounds like a broken record, but it's not that easy. I wish it was, but it's just hard to put it all together. And man, these guys at the front are gnarly, and if you're not if you're not gelling with the motorcycle and the track completely at 100%, that little 3-5% is a big difference, and it adds up throughout the race. So it's gnarly right now.
2 to go.
Well,
Jett, it was pretty cool in practice. They'd pull you off after you score a fast time, and first thing out of your mouth is, if I win, I'm donating my purse money to help the folks in Waverly after the flooding up down there.
Yeah, we discussed it a little while, like this week, with once I found out about the floods and that with my manager Lucas and obviously my family. And I felt like this, it was more from the heart, really, just like the right thing to do, really, was to give it to donate it to them, because for me, if it's just going to go in my bank, either sit there to go and invest into something, or I'm probably going to spend on something stupid that's not really going to help me with anything. So I rather that go to the donation with the Waverly thing, and at least the money goes to good use, really, and not people really get to see like the people suffering, really, and we're out here having a great time. So I think it's and if this is the way I get to help, I feel like I'm going to try and do that, because I know I probably can't help in any other way. Because I'm not, I just know how to ride dirt bikes fast. Besides that, I'm useless. So yeah.
But it set it up perfect for the script for today's Hollywood movie of you going out there and winning.
Yeah, I guess that was just extra motivation. So yeah.
Well, talk about the day. Man, there were battles. You know, you got to battle with Justin. You had battles all over the place.
Yeah, it was a pretty full-on day, especially that first moto. I battled with a Volan on that first lap because he was feeling a little spunky in that first one and ended up getting around me. And then had a battle with obviously Justin to try and get past for first. And then a few minutes later, I had some trouble from J-Mart, and it was battles in that first moto. I had heaps of battles, and it was cool. It kept me on my toes, and I was pushing really hard. And sadly, J-Mart went down. Hopefully, has a speedy recovery, but it was good to kind of get that win on that first moto because Justin's been really good on those first moto wins with his starts and that.
I'm sweating my brains out because I'm from California, but today should just have been a nice, balmy Florida day.
Yeah, it was just nice. I don't know why everyone's complaining. It's cool as I came in with a sweat. No, I'm kidding. No, it was a hot day, no, for sure. But I feel like you have to think about it. Everyone else feels it the same way. They're suffering, so you just gotta suck it up, buttercup, and go with it. You can't change the weather. It's gonna stay like that. The more you complain about it, it's not like it's gonna change. So yeah.
It's been fun watching you guys go back and forth and the points lead, and we're getting down to the end.
Yeah, it's been a pretty wild season. Everyone, even I thought Justin was probably going to run away with this, but thankfully I have very good people surrounding me and was able to close that gap and today end up getting that points lead back. So yeah.
Going back to Paula, we started the season there. What do you think going back to the same track in a season?
It's obviously good. You had a good race there last time, and hopefully I can maybe go for 3 for 3, maybe go win all 3 the times I've been there. But no, we're going to go into that race the same mental as I was today. Go in, give it 100%, and to see where we end up.
We'll see you there.
Will do. See ya.